Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you my zero waste home garden tour, but also give you some tips and tricks how you can have your own. All of these plants that you will see in this video are basically grew, most of them by myself from scratch. I also have some plants on the balcony as I live in an apartment, so I'll be showing you those as well. So at this moment I have some of my plants on one of my windowsills, and these include things like spring onions, basil, celery and lettuce. I also had bok choy and I had loads of more celeries, but I have moved them to the balcony for this moment. As you can see, I keep most of my plants in plastic boxes, which I pretty much got after my veggies from a supermarket, for example after some mushrooms or strawberries, stuff like that. I also have some plant pots, as you can tell, and I got given these from my family members, so everything is pretty much to be reused. So the soil I got from a supermarket, but in the future I have my own compost already and I'm planning to have my soil that way. So you can actually grow your own veggies at home from scraps, which is a really cool idea to reuse your old veggies and grow some new ones. My favorite ones are spring onions, celery, lettuce and bok choy, basically the ones I have in my videos. And all you have to do is when you're making a meal, just make sure you chop the ends of your veggies, stick them in a container with water like you can see right now, and watch it grow. And after a while, when you see some roots coming out, you can plant them into a soil, which I actually have to do right now. As you can see, my lettuce has actually grown a little bit, so I decided to just give it some more nutrients and plant it. So here I am, obviously sitting with my plastic pots and my plant pots, and I'm just putting some soil into them, obviously, and then I'm just gonna stick my lettuce in there, stick my celery in there, and then water it as well, and that's those to go. Usually what happens is they will grow more, as you will see in a minute on my balcony. My celery has gone really big, and that is because I put it into soil, which really helps to keep the veggies like big, and they can actually grow properly in the soil. And here is my result completed. As you can tell, I have 3 finished pots, and I will stick them on my windowsill for now, for maybe like a week or something, to see if they're actually gonna grow, and then probably move them to my balcony and then start like a new batch. So yeah, the spring onions actually grow really fast. In like a week you have like a giant new set of new spring onions, which is great. I don't ever have to buy new ones at all. They just constantly grow. Obviously I have to water them, which is fine, and then you can use them in your dishes and stuff like that. And I also have a basil plant on my windowsill also, which I use constantly, and I actually bought it in a supermarket for only like £1, which is super cheap, and I just water it, and for some reason it maintains its shape and its health, so I just keep it there and use it whenever I need to. So let's now move on to the plants on my balcony, and my balcony doesn't even have a roof, so everything is like pretty much exposed, and my dream was to grow my own veggies in a garden, but obviously because I live in an apartment I cannot do that, so I decided to still give it a go and see how it goes. And I used these like wooden boxes kind of thing, and I think it worked so far. I have strawberries there, I also have tomatoes there, I have some celeries like I was showing you before, but I'll be going through that right now. So I actually bought small strawberry plants from the garden center because I just wanted to grow them really fast, as it was really late in the year. And they were really small to begin with, and now they got so much bigger, and as you can tell they have plants and they are slowly growing strawberries. I don't know whether I'm going to have a successful strawberry grow this year because it is really late now, but it kind of worked, and I'm really excited that this has happened, and I know that next year I will definitely do this really early on. So I actually have 4 plants, and I know they multiply, and I know I don't really have a lot of space, so maybe I'll keep it for next year and maybe like replant them or something like that, but at the minute they're just all in this box and they're growing, so that's pretty exciting. Moving on to my tomatoes, it actually was a long process and it took maybe 2-3 months, but here we are, and my plants are finally starting to grow, and I grew them from seeds in an actual fruit. And when I grew them I had, I don't know, maybe 50 plants, and I had to just kind of use small amount and put this in those boxes, and I still think I have way too many, but I'm just giving it a go anyway. These are my plants right now. I still have a lot to go. They don't have any fruits, obviously they still have to grow forever, and I don't know whether I'm gonna have any this year, but oh well, I'm learning how to garden this year, so it's a pretty cool experience. But right now I actually have a task to do, and I have to attach them to some wooden sticks so they grow further and longer and they don't fall basically. So I have some sticks ready. These are actually like barbecue sticks, and I'm also going to be chopping some thread. As you can tell right now, this is like, I don't know, some sort of thread, and basically right now I'm going to attach my plants, all of them, and hopefully they're gonna grow longer and bigger and have fruits, maybe soon. So let's now continue the balcony garden tour. So on my balcony I have currently 2 bok choy plants that I keep in the plastic containers. I actually grew them from scratch at home first of all, but then I decided to give it some soil, and they grew really fast once they got into the soil. I think they still have a lot to go, but hopefully soon I'll be able to eat them. And apart from that, I also have 2, 3 or 4 maybe celery plants outside. There's 2 big ones and there's 2 small ones, and I also grew them at home in water to begin with, and then after a while I put them into the soil. Bear in mind, I had loads of other celery plants and loads of bok choys and salads before, but they just couldn't grow. I don't know what the reason was, they just didn't. So I just keep trying and trying, and most of them grow properly, some don't. And I also have this like old bok choy plant. I don't know what happened to it, but it grew very weirdly. Rather than bok choy kind of style, it grew like a flower. I don't know, and then it kind of died. So I decided to just throw it into my compost, because I got this new compost now happening. So soon I'll be able to give you a video about a compost, I guess. And yeah, that's it. So that is basically it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little like apartment, garden, balcony tour. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave them down below. I'll make loads of new videos in the future, hopefully update my garden soon. So please subscribe to my channel right now so you don't miss any new future videos. And apart from that, I'll see you soon. Like this video and see ya!